So hello and welcome. My name is Carl and this is Just the Way It Is, and today is episode 2 and it's the continuation of the BMW R1250 series. So in the last episode I'd done 760 odd kilometers and that was the first 3 weeks that I had with this bike. So I've now been back to BMW and the bike's had the 1000 kilometer service and up until this point I've had to be gentle with the throttle, no more than 5000 RPM, definitely no full throttle. I had to just take it easy. So now that service is complete, I'm free to ride it properly, and there's more to come about the performance of this bike. Specifically for me, I'm a multi-strider owner and it's quite interesting. So the second thing that I asked for while the bike was back at BMW is a software update. Now with these new modern bikes you have an awful lot of electronics, and it's really important if you have one to make sure when your bike is serviced that the software updates are done and everything's brought up to date and up to speed. Now, and each time there's a software update, they fix bugs and they fix problems, and you might not be aware of these problems, but it does make a difference. So in the video we're about to watch, which is me with some hints and some tips and tricks for the navigating through the menu system, you'll see that the dashboard, the startup sequence is now super fast. It's really good, better than it was before. And if you've ever ridden anything like, or been for a test ride of for example, the new Africa Twin, you could drink a cup of coffee and dunk some biscuits waiting for that bike to start up. There's a startup sequence and you have to click yes and no. It takes forever. I don't understand why manufacturers can't make their bikes quick to start up. So BMW, that's a great job, big improvement. Also the connectivity is improved between all 4 devices, dashboard, Navigator 6, mobile phone on the mobile phone BMW connected app, and the headset that I use, the Cardo. So things have got a lot better. So let's quickly get on with the video and give you some tips and tricks. So as we go through the series, I'm going to give you little hints and tips that I find that makes life easier. And there are some things that you just don't get told by the sales guys when you pick up your bike. And one of them is the multi-function of the heated grip button. So let me explain. So we turn the bike on. Lovely display. Now you would normally see your heated grips and your heated seat indicated across the bottom of the screen. So currently everything's turned off. So the first thing we need to do is access the menu system. Now this button here, we're going to do a short, quick one press. One press takes us straight to the menu system. Now using the whiz wheel on the left hand side, we can rotate up or down and select the one that we want to adjust. So for this experiment, let's just turn it to the right, go into the heated grips. We can then roll up and down and choose the setting that we want. We're going to choose setting number 1. Now the arrow is asking us to confirm OK by turning the whiz wheel to the right. So we move it right for 1 second. It's confirmed by the black dot, and now we can come back out. We have a choice to go up in the menu system and exit completely, but we actually want to adjust the heated seat as well. So it's saying that we can move to the left. So we move the whiz wheel to the left, move down to the heated seat. It's asking us if we want to access this menu, we turn it right, which we're going to do, and then we can use the whiz wheel again and select whichever setting we want. So we're going to choose 1. It's asking us to confirm by moving to the right. We turn it to the right. Black dot indicates it's happy. Now at this point, what we can do, escape from the system. So what we can easily do is press this menu button, because there are 2 options. It's saying we can either go up or down. We press this once. And this takes us out of the menu system, back to the main dash. And now you can see the heated grips and the heated seat are on level 1. So we've set off in the morning. We've got our heated grips and our seat where we want them. The morning starts to warm up, but first we have to stop for petrol. So we stop for petrol. We turn the bike off, we fill up with petrol, and when we restart the bike, because when we stopped, we left the heated grips and the heated seat on 1, it remembers where we were and returns them back on level 1. So far, fairly straightforward. Now the clever thing is what comes next. So we then continue with our journey and things start to get warmer, and we actually want to turn the grips and the heated seat together off. Now this button, what we're going to do this time is a long press. Watch carefully. and it turns both of them completely off. So a long press. So we've gone about our journey, the day's really got nice, and we need to stop for another tank of fuel. We filled up with fuel, or we've had a coffee break. We started the bike back up again. Still everything's turned off because we turned them off earlier on, but now in the evening things are getting chilly and we want to turn back on our heated grips and our heated seat. Now we don't want to faff around going back into the menu again, and BMW have thought of this. What we're going to do is a long press for 1 second of the heated grip symbol, and it brings both of them back on to the last memorized setting. Now I find this absolutely brilliant. So BMW, thumbs up. That was a nice bit of software programming, and whoever did that, give them a bonus. I like that. That's a nice little feature. Okay, so that's it for this video. What's coming up next? So in episode 3, which is coming up very soon, I need to talk about the specification of this particular bike, and I need to go through what the different options are and look at what maybe you should or you shouldn't tick in your options list. So I'm going to do that in the next episode. Also, as you can probably see, there's no crash bars on here. I think they look ugly, but I have got some sort of cylinder head protection on there, which I'll talk about in the next video, but there's a lot more to come. There's a lot to explain, certainly with the Dynamic Pro option, with the suspension settings and the different riding modes, and they all interact and change the braking system and how that performs. So there's quite a lot to take on board. So my name is Carl. You've been watching Just the Way It Is, and thank you very much. See you next time.